They said that Trump falsely claimed victory. CNN says without bias, Trump goes after legitimate vote counting and falsely claims victory as the world awaits answers in a tight race. So that nigga already out there talking about he winning. He did? I ain't catch it. Okay. He said we won. We good. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with speaking optimistically about your turnout. Oh, let me cut off this background music. Do, 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 do. Huh. Every step I make, with every step I take, avoid a snake. You should know how I move. Come on. I'm back. Hey Google, play Chill Hop Jazz.
Okay, playing Chill Hop Year Mix 2019 Hot Beverage Jazz Beats and Lo-Fi Hip Hop on YouTube Music.
My first viewer. Who that? Whoever it is, what up, what up, what up? Finna roll up. You should do the same. My apologies for the late
the delay in the stream, but, you know, blame it on politics. Hey, Google, turn down one level. You ain't got to blame it on the alcohol like T-Pain and them. Just blame it on the politics. Shit, you can fuck around, blame it on the rain like Milli Vanilli and them. Blame it on the rain. Mm-hmm. But being that, you know, we hit the 5-minute mark and you ain't said nothing, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you my number one weirdo, my number one obsessor, my mandated D-Rider, Weirdo 1. What's going on, man? How you doing? Where Weirdo 2 at, man? Y'all stayed up all night watching state counts and shit? You was wondering where I was at. You didn't think I was gonna get on, huh? Don't worry. I ain't gonna leave you short of your obsession. I got you. I'm here. There's 8 days left. 1 day under a week. Soak it all up. There we go. There we go. Weirdo 2, is that you or is that a friend? I don't want to. If you associate a friend or somebody I know, you know, text up. Otherwise, under strong belief, you're just Weirdo 2, right? There's Weirdo 1 and 2. There's always 2 people that just sit and watch my show every time I cut this shit on. Should I turn more to the left? Y'all get my good side? Let me see. Hold on. Let me adjust the hat. I like that. You know, I mean, hey, you should be worried about the future of the country, but you're worried about me. It shows, you know, where your priorities are at. And I can respect that. If you care about me more than you do the country, this can work. Fuck it. Yeah, that's y'all. Faggot 1 and 2, huh? The person who wasn't a coward would have been said something. Well, listen. That's pretty much the plans for tonight. I'm just gonna roll up. You know, I gotta talk my shit to y'all. Y'all come here for me to talk my shit to y'all. So, all good, all good. See, that might be my 2 federal agents and shit, you know what I mean, for what we was talking about. It's my 2 agents they put on me. Yeah. Tell you. Same way them niggas was following around De Niro and Goodfellas and shit. That's how them niggas got me, man. I gotta go to the window and shit. Hey. Get up. Come on. So, Tony, what are you doing? Ah, man. These guys, they follow me everywhere. Nigga woke niggas up to put them on their job. Come on, man. And see, out here, you know, it's a whole That's a whole mental issue, man. Like niggas really need to check themselves on some mental health shit. You know what I mean? Mental health awareness shit. Like, hold on, wait. You hate me, but you the first one on my stream when I put it on. You don't like me, but you can't wait for me to get on. Explain that shit. There's fans and supporters, and then there's this. What is this? And I tell no lie, nigga, being born the same day as Abraham Lincoln, nigga, I tell no lie. These niggas, not those niggas, but these niggas right here, niggas been following me around like a goddamn puppy that I fed in the alley some good Purina or some good puppy chow, you know, the good shit. Nigga ain't never leave a nigga. They been following me around for years, you hear me? For years, my nigga, like niggas is getting paid to do this, you dig? And honestly, we're the one and two where I talk about y'all shit. I hope that y'all collecting a check. I really do. I hope y'all not getting sunned for this just off of pure hatred. You ain't even getting paid off your hatred. I hope you're not just doing this for free. Like, I hope you're getting something. You know, I hope somebody's cut y'all a check for real to follow me around. I mean, they like, don't worry, we're getting paid real good. All right. How come you niggas don't do me nothing when I leave my house though? Where's that action at, man? How come I be all peace when I'm outside, man? Y'all niggas be following me online and shit. Y'all don't come see me in real life though. Y'all got the IP address. Y'all done been had it for years. Y'all done sat aside and watched 27 other people from this platform come to my house. Why y'all ain't pull up? Why y'all observing me? You want to know what this nigga up to, huh? There's got to be more than meets the eye, like Transformers in them. It can't just be that, you know, what I say it is. It can't be that. It can't be that. It's got to be something else. You know I'm the plug. You know I'm in with the motherfucking Colombians and all that. Y'all niggas know, huh? Mm-hmm. See? Look. Shit jump up to 4, then the shit drop down to 0. Then it's gonna jump back up to 2. Since when was the view count broke? I be having streams, there be 20 people in there, the shit say 3. And I won't even show up on the tiles. Like I said, these niggas run this shit. We ain't running nothing. I ain't in touch with nobody at PlayStation. I ain't in touch with nobody at YouTube. Because if I was, but anyway, I am the alpha. I am of the importance. You motherfuckers that have me talking different and believing otherwise when I see otherwise. That shit should say 0 permanently from this time. Like, okay, ain't nobody talking in the 14 minutes. Shouldn't be, I've been here for 14 minutes. 2 people been in the room the whole goddamn time and ain't made 1 text. Explain that. What's that about? Gentlemen, what time is it? I don't know, nigga. Don't get me started. I don't know when to stop. It's 1:30 in the fucking morning, bro. The 2 of you homos is up staring at a black man. 2 o'clock in the morning. You don't want to talk to him. You're always staring at him. You're always watching this shit. Now, I know you ain't on my side. You ain't never been on my side. You on the other side. So, motherfucker, it's 3:30 in the morning? It's 3:30 in the morning. You ain't up chilling. You ain't up worried about the future of the country. You up worried about this nigga right here. But text to me. Come on, we could talk. We could get to the bottom of your worries, man. Text to me. You niggas been sitting there watching me for years, bro. I got y'all niggas scared in the motherfucking paralyzation, nigga. What you caught arthritis in the fucking fingers? You couldn't have. You press buttons to get here. Or you got a special PlayStation. One that's lined up with my PlayStation and just fuck getting a notification. You get a direct line as soon as I go live. Just beam you there with me. Your computer stops, whatever the fuck is, your console stop, whatever it do. Your game go on pause. Boom. Term is on. And Weirdo 1 and 2 come racing in. Don't bring your view bots. Don't bring your extra motherfucking devices and tablets to make it look like more than what it is. It's just y'all two weirdos. People I rock with. We look like members of a rock band. They say shit. They're not gonna sit here and sustain all this weirdness talk. So one again. Well, I'll say 5 now, and we've been here 16 minutes. Hey, we did 4. If you on my list, note to every fucking open ear. I didn't send out one invite, not one. I just cut it on. That's all. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Some of you niggas subscribe to my shit. You got the notification? That's what's up. How's your day? Text up. Or sit there and take this convo. Y'all weird. And you know me, I'm going with y'all gay. Because you're always on my D. These grown men. These ain't women. There ain't no fucking way in hell you could tell me there's 6 women in here right now that just feeling, they're overwhelmed with shyness. And they can't really, get to the core of their feelings of things they want to say to me. So they just want to watch. They dancing under the sheets right now. Playing with that thing and shit. What up, boo-boo? That'd be cool. I could go for some of that. But nah. It's you niggas sitting there looking at your TV and shit, mad at the dude on your TV. Change the channel. Well, that'll work. Shit. Well, you look at this. Out of the 6 of you, 1 of you has the gall and maybe a ball left. You don't have balls. But you got a ball left to show up and text the anonymous term. Hey, Trem. You didn't even... Yo, how stupid are you? How much of a dick rider are you? You made a username with my username in it. And then when you say what's up to me, you misspell my name. Hey, yo, y'all a special kind of stupid, ain't you? I like that, though. Now, where's my manners? Hey, Anonymous, how you doing, man? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm glad that, my constant pressure of 3-4 minutes here to you lurkers has had an effect. Feel free to continue the conversation. We can keep going. You ain't get yourself a tall glass to shut the fuck up yet. Oh. And pardon me. Maybe I'm on one. But I thought because your username says the anonymous term that you were like making that off of me. Maybe you're just the anonymous term. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. I am term. Yeah, that's the name y'all gave me, right? Term. Yeah, what term? The terms and fucking conditions. Well, it's groovy, man. Did your presidential electee win? Or did you not give a fuck? Come on, give me some conversation, man. You give me all the attention, you give me all the fucking energy. Just give me some conversation. Man. That's all the fuck I want. I ain't asking for much. Like to see if I'm dealing with some intelligence or just the usual common stupidity. Run-of-the-mill stupidity, like. And faggot 1 and 2, this is not what I meant when I said text me. I didn't mean, make up a username with my name in the shit and say, hey, turn. No, 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 no. Show up under your real account. You know what I'm saying? I might not recognize it, or I might recognize it. You know? And just, indulge in reality. That's all. Hey, what up, term? Damn, I don't recognize the username. Who are you? Oh no, man, I'm the guy you've been calling Weirdo One for the last 4 years. Weirdo One, you really texted up? That's what's up. We'll have plenty to talk about once you get your heart in order. Once you get out of your feelings and get away from that cowardice shit that you on, we'll have a conversation. It won't be so much as me just talking down to you and you trying to talk from under my fucking boot heel. Nah, I know some of y'all upset and shit. It's election night. Racial tensions running high. Yeah. You got a black guy on the internet in the playroom in the middle of the night. Come on. Let them comments fly. I got on my red Graveyard Alliance shirt and all that. You would think I was going for Trump. I got a blue one. It would have represented I was going for Biden. Huh. Two 22s. And I'm just speaking to you, I'm just speaking to the fucking bitch in most of you. I'm speaking to the secretary of y'all niggas, man. What's wrong, man? Y'all niggas texted up all day, y'all done? That's it? Come on, man. You niggas been texting about Trump and Biden all day and shit. Can't be tired. You up. You here. I got more people in here than I got days left here. I like that. I like that. 8 days, people. 8 days. Count them with me. Boy, a smile should come over some of y'all faces for real, for real. Like, oh shit, man, I only got to put up with this nigga for 8 more days? You know you always wanted me to go away. Remember y'all niggas were supposed to send me back to Xbox. Remember that? Yeah, we gonna shut term down and send it back to Xbox. That was a complete failure. DDoSing did not work for y'all on that matter, did it? I'm on some gun law shit, standing my ground. Well, look, since I got your ear and attention, listen up. America's gonna be the same. It's my opinion. I'm a citizen. I've got more than a green card, so I'm gonna tell you. America's gonna be the same as it's been no matter who the hell win. Town gonna be about money. Hardship and money. Thus, while I never chose to give y'all my opinion on who the fuck I'm voting for or not or whatever. Entertain the conversation. It's the talk of town. But a lot of y'all just needed something to be a part of. You need somewhere to put your anger. You need someone to put your anger behind, yeah? Needed an issue, a matter, something that you could feel that you are part of. Right. The United States presidential elections. We've been here 7 years. Obama was in office when we started. Yeah. We're just a year outside of that. Now you ninjas is woke. I still ain't heard a single plan in the whole year, dating all the way back to 2019. I ain't heard. Everybody woke, but I ain't heard no woke plan. Y'all plans always involve us killing each other, divide and shit. Listen up, stupid. That ain't the way. If you haven't realized, that's just not what's working for us as a country. I mean, just check the generation timeline, generational timeline there. Nah, this hate shit has got us right where the hell we at. Shit. You know how I always say I don't pray for my enemies? Because I don't. But you got my word. I'm going to pray for y'all one time for the one time, man. I'm going to tell you what the prayer going to be, too. I'm going to pray that y'all, I'm going to pray for growth for y'all. Growth in education. Man. Pray that y'all learn something and grow. The community, the people, you know what I mean? The country, us, all that. Because the asteroid didn't hit, we still here. Missiles there's not big flashes in the sky. This constitutes that there's no World War III. What else? Jesus and company. There ain't been no blue lights in the sky. Apparently he got another due date for his return. The murderous hornets, yeah, they finna die over. They can't make it through the winter, so we ain't gotta worry about that. And COVID, well, we keeping our eye on that. We see what's going on there. It seemed like COVID took over the job for a lot of other crimes. COVID doing their numbers, that's all. We got to kill a cold. Two of which, if you catch and you live through it, you good thereafter. So go get COVID and come on back. Go get you some COVID, come on back. Because he still got work to do. The rich ain't, Elon Musk has not perfected space travel. So the rich are going to be here with us on the planet for at least another 10 years. Yeah. Adjust your life and your situation behind those facts right there. Politically. It's all politics. And there you have it. Hey Google, turn down one level. Trying to map out some of these ninjas' future for them. And if you're gonna watch me, you're gonna listen. Unless, y'all that old and y'all got hearing aids, and turn it down and just watch me. me see. We'll do some audio updates. I've heard that the man has claimed that he won when people haven't even finished counting yet. You know, shit changes by the minute. We're a full 30 minutes in, one blunt down, starting the next. The Elder Yaja, what's going on? My Canadian constituent, how are you doing, sir? There goes somebody I can have a conversation with. I know it. We did just last week for like 3 hours. Politics. Who won? Biden 236, Trump 213 last I heard. I'm Canadian. I know. You're one of my cooler Canadians, man. Shout out to Canada. You had me understand the country, the politics, things I didn't know. You enlightened me to information. Thank you, sir. I was waiting to see you again to thank you about that. I'm Canadian, so I don't care a whole lot. You shouldn't. Remember? I mean, you might have stormed in one time and catch me asking viewers from the UK. They're like, oh, Trump this, or the president this, Obama that, or your country this. And I'm always like, well, wait a minute. You're from another country. Why the fuck do you care? How does it affect you? Tell me that, though. And they can't. But anyway, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm chatty drinking. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And you know what? Was that was you, right? We were talking, and then like, cause I do my things hourly, right? I'll put up an hour, I'll put up 2 hours, or I'll put up 3 hours, or 3.5, 4 hours, 20 minutes. Those are segments that I stream under, or straight 9 hours. Do a whole fucking graveyard shift. That's why I got the shirt printed out years ago. But give me a moment. Head on to the old El Crucino. Give me something to drink. You're right. We should get chatty. Got motherfucking oatmeal and chocolate chip homemade cookies in here and shit. What's the problem? What's anybody mad about? My girlfriend is American. She hates Trump. Well, I can understand that easily. Hold on. Let's switch ears. I can understand that pretty easy. I wouldn't blame her. I think most women hate Trump for the dirt that they have on him. You know, I hold that against him. That's not cool. Just grab her by the pussy, right? What did she say? Doesn't even matter. Just grab her by the pussy. Yeah, nah, that's some old barbaric Neanderthal tactic. I'm not accustomed to. But so, you know, he probably doesn't have the favor of women. I get that. And then if she's American and she's there with you, so then she's somewhat defected from America. I get it. I was about to too. I did at one point for 7 years. It was nothing to do with politics. It had to do with life politics, my life politics, but a lot of people said that they were going to leave the country if he won again. A lot of people said they were going to leave the country if Kanye won. What we dealing with? We need to check up. Last you said it was that. I don't know. Last I looked, I didn't even really look. I was just like, I just want the end result. But the glimpse that I did catch, Biden was with him. Our news is different up here. They always getting on him. Software update is complete. The iPad has been updated to OS 14.1. Awesome. Let me sign the terms and agreement. I agree. Like if there's an option if you don't agree, you know what I mean? If you don't agree, then you don't get to use your device. Completely totalitarian. Tolerant. Set up later. Okay, Siri, set up later. iPad. Don't share. I don't want to share. Welcome to iPad. Get started. Great. Okay, that shit was wild. They gave me the bruh notification and shit. I never heard that shit before. She said, bruh. Let me see, where can we get some info? Oh, YouTube. Let me Google. It's gonna give us some other side opinion. Like we were wondering, how's he even in the first place? Oh, the initial joke that turned serious. Him running for presidency, last I remember, was a whole joke. Everybody was like, oh, the guy from You're Fired? He's running for president? Like, oh, I'd like to see that. And so now we're watching it. Now we're experiencing it. Now it's happening. Now you understand. See, I just didn't want to see, to be honest, I wasn't ready for Kanye to be president because, you know, him running for office is a joke. And I just wasn't ready for that joke to be serious. I'm not. I'm glad he didn't have his papers in order. I'm ready for Kanye as the president. I don't know. Maybe he could be the savior and answer, you know. I'm just not ready. I'm not ready. Give me some more of this misery for a little bit. Some more of this misery I'm accustomed to, that I know what to expect. Yeah. I don't know what the hell Kanye would have did.
Start treating your body to the natural, nourishing, lathery goodness of Dr. Squat's.
He said there was a mayor in Toronto, Canada. He was doing coke. Well, of course he was. They got coke in Canada? Of course they do. I thought y'all was just Canada dry. Thought y'all had a drought or something. The mayor doing the damn thing. Well, that's not a first. Around here, we're used to the politicians getting caught with hookers, drugs, drug stings, and all that. It's a heavy job they're dealing with. Jesus Christ, what is that? What am I looking at? Wyoming, 27 for Biden, 70% for Donald. He's got some support out there in Wyoming. Nationwide, ooh, 50% for Biden, 49% for Trump. I guess it is close. 83%. They're saying 83% of the votes have been tallied and counted already. 35-63, 35-61, Alaska. Alaska loves Trump. It's cold up there. Arizona, 52-47, Biden. Let's do this. I'll just read it off to you. Arkansas, 35-63, Trump. California, 66-32, Biden. Colorado, 56-42 Biden. Connecticut, 58-40 Biden. Delaware, 59-40 Biden. Oh, cut off the district or somewhere. I think it was Columbia or something. And they had the old Joester winning. So, according to ABC's polls, I don't know if they're for Trump or against him, whatever the case. I don't know if he considers them fake news. 50%, 49 Biden. Biden's winning by 1%. So the people that didn't vote, if you ever thought your vote didn't matter, like, all right, it's not gonna matter. Oh shit. Come down to some bullshit. One person, one extra last person voted and shit. And that makes the difference. He got in the second term and we are questioning. YouTube Rob Ford. YouTube Rob Ford. He was Toronto mayor. He's fucking hilarious. So there's 238 Biden and 213 Trump on Google at the moment. See, I told you they were going to give a different number. And that's a 25-point difference at what they got it at. I liked Al Gore. He was big into global warming. It's funny, we were talking about Al Gore hours ago. Remember what happened with him? So do you think Trump is going to pull a Bush? He ain't gonna lose this race because, you know, he can pull some strings. Personally, I think he's going to win it. Trump. I think the president's going to remain the president. I didn't say that's what I want to happen or that's not what I want to happen or anything. My opinion is that things are going to remain the same. And in following out on my opinion, I'm cool with that. You know, I for one, I'm good on the politicians that have history of hardcore, unforgivable racial atrocities and shit. You know, in his college years, you know, he dressed up in blackface, right? Yeah, nah, we good. Fuck the apology, fuck the character, fuck all that shit. Let's get down to some business. It's business. It's what this country's always been about, for sure. That's undebatable. It's undeniable. What we're about is a lot of things. But one thing we're definitely about is business. This country's about business. You're about business, aren't you? You're Canadian, but even up in Canada, life is about business, right? What the fuck? That's what got us into the conversation last time, the whole business matter of what's going on in Canada, right? Business is life. So bring me somebody that's with the vibes of life right now. That's all. How about that? All things business, because it's like they just told America to take a year off, so we definitely got to get to some sort of motherfucking business. All right. Arizona 52-47. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. I love that I did that. I called Joe Biden Joe Buttons. Yeah, we don't care for Trump. You should have took COVID more seriously. I agree. Mr. Get Wasted. Nephew. I see you. Well, you up, huh? You try to put my numbers to shame. And you finish that bottle of Crown Royal?
And George, we're getting a little bit more clarity on the outstanding ballots that exist. We just talked to Maricopa County officials again, and we keep going back to them because, as we mentioned,
power to you, but I can't do it. I can't do it. And I ain't even finna stunt and get bougie. I knocked off some Crown Royal before. I can't do it no more.
Trying to do the final dump of results, and this is the in-person votes from today. They were counting those throughout the night. They thought they were going to finish that up, so we could get those results at any moment. But there are still several 100,000 outstanding ballots, and they gave us some.
Canada is not perfect, but it's home.
Near 250,000 absentee ballots that people dropped off in person. Some of those were actually.
America is not perfect, but it's home. They haven't offered us tickets, free rides back with $100,000 American dollars in an account for us. I haven't seen that plan yet. The Return to Africa plan. I haven't heard of it. So, America is home, man. It's not perfect, but yeah, it's home.
Democrats, on the other hand, are feverishly doing the math. One of the reasons I got into journalism, I was told there wouldn't be a lot of math involved. So I can't tell you if President Trump can make up this ground, but Democrats remain extremely confident that they're going to hold on to the win tonight.
And as you said, we're waiting for one more dump of votes coming, we hope, shortly. We have to take another break. We'll be right back.
These motherfuckers is up counting into the wee hours. They on their graveyard shift to figure out who finna be the president. Up all night. Face having. He said, yeah, I took a nap. And yes, Crown is done. Ugh. I ain't hungover. I'm straight. Handled your liquor. That's what's up. I finished playing my game. I ain't even finished. I just seen you up. Remember, you came in while I was playing. I told you, no dual stream for me. Definitely not today. I'm going to sit here, play my game, knock out for a bit, take a nap. I got some other shit to do. That's what I got involved with today. I left it to y'all to argue racially and politically and all throughout the day. It really isn't a big event to me like it is to others. It really isn't. Nah, I was more excited when Obama was up for president. This is just business. This is just, paying attention to the times of what's going to happen. People out here making threats about if he does it, if he does this, that, and the third. So, 13 taxes are so damn high. 13% on the dollar. So $13 for every $100 purchase. Well, I won't lie. We kind of used to that. We used to the 10%. You know, $10 to every 100. It's all good, Unc. I understand. Oh yeah, I'm glad you do. Like no cap. You know, I just gonna go ahead and stay up on out the way. Stay in my lane. Here we are. This is my lane right here. Yup, super highway. In fact, ain't no other ninja of our community took these hours besides myself. Like from the door. And again, it's right there on the shirt.
Well, I think the president has outperformed a lot of the expectations for him. I am interested to see what happens in these upper Midwestern states.
PS5 will be like $850 after taxes. No. Whoa.
Or is this a case of not understanding or not thinking carefully enough about
You sure? Is that right?
community? In other words, the Latino community in Miami-Dade County, pretty different from the one in Maricopa,
That's my taxes.
Arizona.
Because what's the PS5? What is it? 400? 500?
Or is it something that's really quite limited to certain segments of it? I think that will be an interesting
It's $499, right?
in the weeks to come.
How about the story of your director of the public policy program? Whoever wins, whether it's Joe Biden or Donald Trump, tonight it looks like the Democrats are going to retain the House. The Senate is going to be very
You know, I spend money. I bought one and don't even remember what I paid for it.
right now. How is the next president of the United States going to govern this country?
Well, either way, the Senate plays a really interesting role. The Senate remains Republican, which appears...
What's my hours when I stream? Jesus Christ. No, in all honesty, I never even thought about it. You know, I got to give you yours yet again, 2 days in a row. You the next in line to put up some hours in comparison and compete with me. You know what I mean? From the days of doing this, none of these new cats trying to do it, seeing what we did and trying to run with the format. Nah, not them. Nah. You cut it on shit. I don't know. Should be on a whole 12 hours later and shit. But goddamn, we done spent the day we wasted. All right. Did the same with me plenty of times. So,
Okay, Lonnie, John.
yo.
Thanks very much. I want to bring in Nate Silver right now. Nate, I come to you about once
What
an
happened?
hour for this, just to basically tell all of us what you're looking at right now, how you see the map changing, what you think the key factors are that are going to decide this race.
Yeah. I mean, you went kind of quiet for a sec, but I thought you was on your shit. My PSN Plus is $70. I think yours is $50 a year, right? Our money is like pesos. It's a fact. Yeah, nah. You low key. You put up numbers. You did numbers.
It's not clear how many votes are outstanding exactly.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you about. It looks to the naked eye, when you're warning people about this all night, that those margins in Pennsylvania, that margin in Wisconsin is actually quite large and would be difficult to make up.
So Wisconsin's a different category in that it claims...
Seems like these guys are just focusing on getting Trump out of there. I might be on the wrong channel. This might be the fake news.
Whereas Michigan and Pennsylvania have said it's going to take a few days, so people should not, I think, bucket those all together. Wisconsin, Arizona, Nevada...
Your voice muffled again.
These are states that we might know...
No, the distance thing.
soon. Michigan and Pennsylvania...
There you go.
take longer. North Carolina, we're waiting
Huh? You said what on YouTube?
by definition will take a longer period of time. Georgia, we're waiting on a couple of key counties. Georgia's not traditionally...
Yeah, I'm watching ABC through YouTube.
So, we have 7...
Is ABC one of the networks he considers fake news?
Wisconsin perhaps being that close. I mean, maybe it's too early to make this conclusion.
Fox,
We have another
CNN or some shit, right? I know he's against a couple of them.
I don't remember the exact
Beer is $27 for 12 cans. Yeah, that's a big difference. When you put it in that perspective, $30 for a 12 pack.
points. He was up double digits in some polls. So even if he wins by one,
Cigarettes $15 a pack.
what is going on in the state of Wisconsin? Oddly
Ooh, I'm glad I quit smoking cigarettes and I don't live in Canada.
But Wisconsin, giving headaches to Democrats again, although they do have Democratic areas left to report.
Okay, Nate Silver, thanks very much. We'll be right back.
15. That's $50. And cigarettes though, a week, easy, light. 3 packs.
She just one night vanished.
Where is Susan?
July 29th.
Alexander, a man of politics, the elder god. What's going on, sir? Good evening.
Up through my spine. I just shook the hand of a killer. Yeah, it's revealing the biggest bombshell.
What will happen next? The new 2020 Friday Night on ABC. This
Our minimum wage is $13 an hour. And that's because of the cost of, to keep up with the cost of life type shit. Motherfuckers is just getting to 13. Minimum wage here in Colorado, I don't know, but I think it's like 10 something. I remember in my days, showing age here, in my days having a $10 an hour job, you fucking had it made. Or you held on to that like your heartbeat. You were good with that. I don't know how effective that is now.
different these days, but where you start your day, where you spend your mornings, where you get connected to everything.
And things get more expensive, and you know, inflation and all that as time goes on. So I don't know how effective that is. I come from the old school days. You get you $6.25 for an hour. Try that. Let those hours add up, and then we're still gonna tax you. And you put a smile on your face when you look down at that check of $300 for the week. I'll make $300 a day now. Life's changed. 13 is not enough. We should be at least 17, 20 at least. Maine, 55%, 42. Joe Biden. Michigan. Damn, they flew by that. Nevada, 50, 48. Joe Biden. I missed Michigan. I wanted to see Michigan, though, because that's where a lot of shit started, right? 49, 50, North Carolina. Joe Biden. Well, I mean, Trump. Winning by 1% with North Carolina. They're going kind of fast here now with this shit. They're putting less time on it. Wisconsin, 47, 51, Trump. I started at $3.50 an hour at 15 years old, right? Nationwide, it's still Joe Biden 50%, Trump 49.
But I also want to point out, George, though, because the president has sort of hinted at, fraud or maybe something that might be a little bit unsavory here. But these election officials are bending over backwards to try to do this right, to dot the I's and cross the T's.
To try, key word, to try to do this right. Don't try to do nothing right. Do things right. My first minimum wage job was $2 an hour. I'm talking real America here. $2 an hour. And was that a good job? Like, was that considered a good job? Or was that, bottom of the barrel, scraping the barrel, was it decent pay? Was that considered decent pay, a $2 an hour job? At that point in time, and what year was that? I made more working for farmers.
hours of where Wisconsin is coming down.
Okay, so that wasn't a good job.
Chair in the state is feeling confident, but it might be hard for Biden to make up these votes. But you know, again, Wisconsin is always a
And not for nothing, just because I know, I'm gonna put it out there.
morning hours.
You're white, right? You're white. You're white American. You worked for $2 an hour at some point in your life. Wow. I would have figured that'd been something they'd give for us. You know, I made $2 an hour once. I think on a prison bid.
Yeah, I think that President Trump
When I was in the working program at Rikers Island.
identifying with the black male vote, he was able to make some inroads. The platinum program that he created.
I don't even think it was that. In fact, I think it was fucking 75 cents.
Black men were very curious
I
about
mean, they really get your worth
they were curious
in jail, boy.
about the economics. They were curious
I was 14, janitor at a courthouse, 1974, the year I was born.
black women are the back
You were making $2 an hour at a courthouse as a janitor.
that the black male vote is up for
I feel the system failed you.
it is possible not only in this
You mean to tell me in 1974,
into 2020
because the system's always been a system, and if we're talking the courts, they've always been what? Those that have collected money from us, one way or fucking another, right? So they could only afford to pay $2 an hour to keep the halls clean.
Donald Trump is hanging in there, winning everything else he won back in 2000.
Shit dusted, garbage is dumped,
Yes, but I think some of the things that we
floors mopped.
much about tonight is, well, first of all, obviously,
Responsibilities of a janitor.
winner here, I think, looking like is going to be able to hold the Senate, obviously very narrowly, but he was outspent, and Chuck Schumer has been coming at him, and he is
So you got a real understanding,
dealing with very difficult
kind of like indirect understanding of this country, how fucked up it can be.
he is, my, sort of number one star here. And then secondly,
Yeah, was no Yeah, what happened? You didn't.
14
Nobody told you about your white privilege. How you get it?
a new senator also.
You didn't turn on your white privilege.
So we have some
You hadn't earned your white privilege yet. You had to have a job at the courthouse for $2 an hour to show that you were worthy
beaten by Maria Salazar down in Florida, who ran in
of earning the white privilege.
didn't win.
They made you work for your white privilege, huh? I thought y'all was born into it.
Republican men who also won. So there is, interestingly, while the president has been, sort of
That's crazy.
with suburban women in areas like
I've never.
where I live, there is a
Never heard that.
coalition and somewhat of a
$2 an hour. Damn, what was you doing? Where was that at?
more diverse
Nicaragua or Cuba or something?
thirdly,
Mexico, maybe?
the Republicans
Nah, right here in good old US of A and shit at the court system. Yeah.
tonight, holding state legislatures in Texas
10 years later,
for 50
I was doing skilled work for 100 a day.
Carolina, where we also picked up a lieutenant governor spot, first African
Hey,
American.
it took a whole decade, but I mean, yeah, it paid off.
So
You stayed with it.
New Hampshire, so there was
Nathan Jensen.
pickups there, and that will impact redistricting and going forward. So I think there's a lot of.
I'm not because
Obviously, we're a very divided country, 50-50.
Because I'm-
all the, hundreds of millions.
I'm tan to half,
We're still sort of where
half and half. I'm not because I'm tan
somewhat,
to half and half.
but a very divisive environment. But at least
It becomes very divisive as to how they treat you. Right.
more diversity here tonight, and
They don't deal with the diversity. Right. She's with us in this combo. You don't even know it. $100 equals 132 Canadian dollars.
all those states coming in, and Donald Trump
It's good to know that our dollar still means something while, we have people that have been working from 1974 for $2 an hour. Now that the US dollar has some sort of foothold or footprint.
it's deja vu from 4 years ago, except the vote is going to take longer.
That's crazy, Alexander. That's crazy.
It took place during a pandemic with so much
Like you a whole real pillar of the community out here. You a whole
same dynamic.
activist, like
About 4 years ago on election night, looking at results in
you're the whole
Michigan and Wisconsin. That's what
American dream success story, hard work story,
I mean,
Hey, you were denied your white privilege. You said, fuck that, I'm gonna take this $2 an hour job.
needs to make up to win those states.
Joe Biden, Nate Silver, do you still believe that Joe Biden has more
See, he did it.
than Donald Trump?
He did it. Did y'all just hear that?
has. I mean, the question
He
is,
made the same mistake I did.
I mean, we're
He
gonna
went to say Joe Biden, and he called him Joe Budden.
see ballots any moment now, and that will
Done.
help us quite a bit. Right now,
Um.
Joe Biden is about 100,000 votes behind where Hillary Clinton was.
I know you got you got the business, you got the family, you got the house, you're doing things, you got things, you're good.
Basically have a tie in Wisconsin. So, you know, I mean, I would also know somebody in Wisconsin
Prime example that hard work pays off.
relatively soon from
You
Michigan.
know, no cap, no joke. You know, I'm just being serious. You know me.
How about you, Ron? Which paths do you see
I find my own ways of humor with things, all right?
for the president?
But
Looking at these numbers, and again, I got to take Michigan and Wisconsin, Michigan and Pennsylvania aside.
that's to be noted and respected.
Nevada and Arizona. I think Georgia is going to be so close.
Who else can chime in like that?
In that area?
Anybody?
And then obviously,
Anybody? Anybody of any 11 of y'all? Any of the other 11? I can't, making it 13. I know
Georgia.
the company within the party I'm in can't. No. Anybody else can say that they work for? Well, unless like maybe a prison bid at Rikers, but worked for $2 an hour at a legit job.
And Joe Biden's passed them.
So, working at Rikers wasn't really a legit job. I don't put that on my resume, you know what I mean? We're all the same. We all go in that box when we die. True. Graveyard talk. You only take your memories. You only take your memories when you die, not the cash. Truth. Right. Why I have a fine philosophy about money, which is it was made to give to someone else. I don't care how much you get it, whatever. At some point, your money, that money is going to go to somebody else aside from you. You can have all of it. And just on the way of middle class or being poor, just, make sure you have. Keep that shit in rotation. That's the best. That's what works. Let it go, get it. Get it, let it go, keep it in rotation. Keep the money coming in. Keep putting it in other people's hands. I mean, you can stack it in a shoebox. It's going to officially lose value. But if you want to be hard-headed about it or just, straight up old school, I guess it won't, because it'll still be the value that it has for whatever you have in that box. But guess what? At some point, it's going to come the fuck out of that box and you're going to give it to someone. So, and when you do that, you're going to have to get some more too. Or you might do that and that just might have been a move. You bought a house and land and you're just going to die there and you're happy and that's it. You don't need money anymore in your life because you grow your own corn and potatoes and lettuce on your farm in the back. All right. Self-sufficiency. Sovereign Society, $3.10 in 1981 when I started. Okay. Stand just about almost corrected. That's cool. All right. Sovereign Society. And where was that? And what was the job that you made $3.10 in 1981 at, that you started at? What were you doing? I'm from the UK. A lot different to USA. I know. Rich in love and health. Rich in love and health can make you happy. Rich in love and health can make you happy. Right. Yeah, I'm rich in that. I'm extremely rich. Like really though. I'm so grateful that to being born in 1974, I don't wake up to aches. Yeah, we were just talking. I had my surgery. I showed that the other day. That was the first surgery I've ever had in life. Aside from one other time when I needed stitches. But, just as far as health goes, oh no, we good. We good. Like 100%. That's why I still roll with the gusto that, I don't know what y'all talking about or whatever. I'll still whoop your ass crazily. Listen, I know my energy. I don't feel like, I am my age. Don't forget, age is nothing but a number. So, yeah, got the health thing. And the love, that's unlimited. It's on tap. I've been getting that for 18 years straight. Just unconditional love. It's got me going. It's good stuff.
In Pennsylvania, of course, the state of Georgia and North Carolina. As we wait here to find out who will be the next president of the United States, Donald Trump.
You can definitely live off that energy.
Joe Biden has 221 electoral votes. Rick Klein, our political director, I know you
Maintenance for apartments and work. Maintenance for apartments and work permit, because I was only 13. Okay, more janitorial skills. The next step up, you know, some maintenance. All right. Pretty much. Same thing. So 74 to 81. What's that? 7 years. Guess they weren't really paying out back then. I was only 7 years old. I had not yet had my first job. I got my first job when I was 9. Paperboy. It was a huge garden and hunt, and they hunted fish. You ever heard everybody's free to wear sunscreen? It's on, yeah. You ever heard everybody's free to wear sunscreen? Nah, I never heard that one. I've seen the thing where they had the camera on everyone with some sunscreen on and how they look under a different filter. That's a bit wild. So on YouTube, if that's what you're talking about, yeah, I've seen it then. Yeah. John God, my brother from another mother, right around the corner. What's good? Roll that shit up, everybody. Look. Oh, you said roll that shit up, Elroy. We on some Jets and shit. It's what we're talking about now, but in narration and song. Yeah, my first job. It's funny. I was delivering the paper in my neighborhood. Self-appointed job, self-employed. I was delivering the paper to my parents' friends, and then in the neighborhood. And that was my hustle. I had a wagon with all the paper and all that. So when the game Paperboy came out, you know, I love that, right? Still haven't finished that game to this day. But I got paid from the tips people gave, you know. It wasn't on the books job. Then my next job, I was a drug dealer. I was a drug dealer by 10. Just 3 years, 2 years later. Extra, read all about it. You know, extra, get these drugs. Extra, the police on their way. Watch out, you know. So, you know, I had a little different American start to it, work. Only did it for summer. I figured out real fast. Working under the table was more profitable than working for the man. Yep, I had a paper route too. I had the red wagon with a flyer on the side, that old school one. Word.
I think it's unquestionably the Trump party.
Y'all was doing business. You had 150 people on the paper route. I just had the small neighborhood. It was my parents' friends. People on the block. You know, I didn't like, you know, knock down, you know, a zone or some shit. It was just on the block. Head up to the store, get the shit for, you know, boom. Like. I was the block paper boy. I walked into a giant spider web into my face as a paper boy. Spider crawling on my face. in the game. You got to avoid the spider. There's a spider out there. There's webs he has to drive through.
Welcome back, 4:30 East. We are waiting for votes to come in Wisconsin and Arizona.
Let's get an update.
Nevada as well. We know it's going to take longer in Michigan and Pennsylvania.
It says 270 to win.
Carolina right now divided between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. 221 electoral votes for Joe Biden, 213 for Donald Trump. Chris, let's pick up on the conversation we were just having. Donald Trump's Republican Party right now. What does he do in the aftermath if he is able to pull out this win tonight?
Well, that's going to be the huge choice.
Same house.
The second
Same
term.
house had giant webs, everything.
And I think when he continues to do a lot of things he has done already. You'll see him appointing more judges, continuing to probably will look to expand the circuit courts if he wins the second term. Lots of people are talking about wanting to do that. He'll probably do that and allow himself to appoint a lot more judges, especially if the Senate majority holds. I think you'll see him.
Trump so far, he won 23 states and 213 electoral votes.
Than the ones that were being proposed by Nancy Pelosi. And he's going to have to also decide.
All the votes have not been counted. They're not all in.
What we saw tonight indicates that at least at the moment it's going to continue.
Dun, dun, dun,
The question will
dun.
be for him, what can he accomplish, assuming a Democratic House, if he continues that way? And that's going to be his monumental decision. What does he want? What does he move away from it like many second-term presidents do?
Hold up.
Completely to
Let me
follow
roll up.
policy and try to accomplish something there.
Still counting.
To the presidency tonight, there's no question about that. He's also 77 years old and was in some ways a transition figure for the Democratic Party. So there will be a generational
A transition figure. Yeah, one that was all about some racist shit. But I don't want to get into politics. Let's get this done, see what happens. Why do they like Trump? I couldn't tell you. I'm not even going to attempt to tell you. Why? Trump people like Trump. Biden people like Biden. Nope. Not me. You're going to have to ask that question to somebody else, sir. I was raised not to argue with people about politics, and that's complete invite. Oh, well, then this is the reason why they liked him, because A, Y, B, C, D, E, F, and then when you get to Biden, oh, man, it's Z, Q, and P, the S as well. No. Oh, no. No, we good on that. I can't and wouldn't attempt to speak for the people. I'm in no position to speak for the people. I'm in full position to speak for myself. But oh no, I wouldn't take the grandiose position of saying, well, people in my country feel like no, not me. You're going to have to cut me a check to talk like that. You're going to have to cut me a major check to talk like that. I take no side but my own. It's a side that's worked for me all these years. This is the first time I've been involved in Trump's life more than when he had a TV show. Even when he had the TV show, I watched it just a few times. I didn't see a lot of people change their positions and stance about Trump. So I couldn't give you an accurate statement, honestly. I didn't see people talk about, politics, religion. Yeah, peeps always dead set in their ways. Right. That's why my grandmother raised me not to argue with people about that. She was wise with that, giving me those jewels. South Dakota passed legal weed. Did they? Okay. Dakota on the move. Want to come up? They like talking votes.
And the country just looks different politically.
And Terry Miranda
What?
rules are the rules and the
No,
rules
I don't know.
of election
They talking like votes. I don't know why I said they like.
But right now,
They talking
Joe Biden is leading in the
like
popular
votes
vote.
won't be
For the same
done
party,
till like
Donald
Friday.
Trump is to
Yeah.
prevail tonight, and then Democrats win 7 out of the last 8 popular votes, but don't hold the presidency for 16 of those years. What does that say about the country? And do you think the country will fully accept it?
That of course is the question,
Yeah,
George.
the
You're
country
absolutely
fully
right. I mean,
accepted.
that is the Constitution at work. The Constitution works on the basis of electoral college. There are a lot of complaints about it. Very difficult to change. We are a continental nation, and communities that are not in the population areas will want to be represented. But set aside the electoral college and talk about losing the presidency by winning the popular vote. It will call into question the legitimacy of the democracy for a lot of people. They'll just say that this is baloney. This doesn't work. We keep getting
Baloney.
that in a normal majoritarian race you should win the presidency with, and this system
Don't matter the president. Us as a people, need to change.
doesn't work for us.
Right.
It's very difficult to change, but I don't.
But it's very difficult to change. But there's a lot of deep distrust.
The system works, but you can't say that young people coming up, people who worked hard to do whatever they could to get their guy across the line, got him across the line, and then see again that because of the system they don't win. That's going to cast doubt on everyone.
Matthew Dowd, want to weigh in on this?
But it's been cast. Doubt's been casted on the entire country, the entire planet. There's still going to be hidden agendas. Right.
The fact that Democrats look like they're going to win the popular vote again tonight, but if Donald Trump prevails, it would have meant that even though Democrats win 7 out of the last 8 popular votes, they don't have the presidency for 16 of those years.
Well, it's George. This is a huge problem, and not only is the delta on the popular vote versus electoral college like it was in 2016, where Hillary Clinton won by 3 million votes. Joe Biden is likely to win by 7 or 8 million votes this year, which was my speculation. He'll win by 7 or 8 million votes, and he could possibly lose the electoral college, winning the popular vote by 7 or 8 million votes. And I agree with what was said. There's going to be serious questions if that happens in the aftermath of this. Not only we're divided on everything else, we're going to be divided on something that's been in our Constitution for 230 years.
We got to take another quick break.
Oh well, add it to the fucking shit list. Good old America. South Dakota is legal now. No shit. Thought they was uptight about smoking like Texans. Guess not. Well, you know, Colorado, here where I'm at, it started its thing and did its thing and made it the thing 10 years ago. An entire decade. An entire decade is enough time for a neighboring state or someone else or people or the entire fucking country to take watch and realize, okay, what's going on? Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. It's fucking kumbaya up here. So now they're adapting the program. At least let the people burn it down while you're trying to fucking bury them with all this misery and shit. Let them be able to light something up, you know? Hot damn. I'm a fine advocate, 7 years strong. Y'all been with me if you've been here since I started. There was only 3 to 4 months of stream where I didn't smoke, and I did that intentionally. Just to show y'all, you know, and myself with strength. You know, I could do that. I could stop if I want to. Watch. And I did, right? Yeah, cool. All right. Point proven. Funny, people like me less People who are more Term needs to light up a blunt. Term he's a little wound up. I'm in Canada and every year it's getting hotter and hotter. Forest fire is getting worse and worse. Michigan went legal, but half their counties won't pass it yet. Oh yeah, there's that as well. You know, I mean, there's within the state battle, the community, and here, I swear it's kumbaya. I've seen every race. I've seen every age demographic, male, female. I swear to God, every time I go to the dispensary, somebody's grandparents are there.
Well, we do know that those ballots have been delivered. There was some video of the election commissioner walking out with these flash drives for Milwaukee County. Now, the
things are accepted.
City, we still don't know if they had all of those. We understand they're gathering those together, and we think maybe within the hour they actually might have a read on what's happening. They said that they would publish those results right away. So we think, George, that maybe
it's not just the young generation that wants to get all dopey high. Yo, hey, dude. No. Well, we need to start doing motherfucking documentaries online if we could, but we can't. We're not allowed to record shit. But you would see, it's everybody. Everybody. Kumbaya. That's my assessment of the shit. Kumbaya, my lord, get the sway on. Kumbaya. Oh, kumbaya. Yeah. Dispensaries ain't getting robbed. Crime isn't up. Initially, there was some situations. That's why we don't have 24-hour dispensaries anymore. It's still America. There's still the divide. But I get some of this blue drink. I get some of these edibles. I get some of this. I get some of that. I get some of this and that. And then, just like when you back at your cubicle, what you call home, or whatever the case, right? Stressing. Well, I'm not. Back my home and cubicle lit. It's lit. And they say, just do you. Well, no, what, you know, behind closed curtains, I'm not allowed to have the window open, leaning out the, yo, anybody want some of this? No, we're not allowed to do all that. But damn, go downtown one time, walk through town, see if you smell it in the air like Phil Collins and them. Swear to God. And ain't no problems, ain't no police running up on motherfucker. Hey, where is that? Nah. It's a brand new world out this man. He screams and jumps out. Put a frog in warm water and turn the heat on. He don't know. He being cooked. Same as global warming. Now, I'm actually the wrong guy for that one. My approach for global warming and all that is, we need to take care of the planet, no doubt, but that's not where I'm at. I'm more the money man. Money in action. The planet is going to be the planet, right? And we going to be ourselves. So we're going to have to work it out. If we realize that we're doing things that's harming the planet, of course we need to bring that down. But I don't feel that I'm anyone that contributes to any of that, per se. Now you'd say, oh wait, but you drive your car. Yeah, right down to the corner store and back these days. So my emission print is like 0.9. But I don't believe that, you know, the rainforest and all them should be cut down and what have you, but I grew up in a concrete jungle. So I'm all business and streets. I'm all, you know, development, building. No, I'm not in agreement that we should knock over the fucking Amazon forest or, you know, pollute its river for development purposes. Not at all. You know, but I'm actually not the guy for it. But I hear you on that. You know.
But with Milwaukee, with Wisconsin, if he wins Wisconsin, Joe Biden, it's a lot more robust than it was without Wisconsin. It makes a very big difference.
Shit, I know what 100 degree feel like. Like, you know, different things apply to different people, but I do believe, I'm not like, oh, well, it doesn't matter that the glaciers are melting and the glaciers are melting in Alaska, you know, the polar caps are melting and whatnot. Like, I'm not like that, like, oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, I guess it does, you know, but I'm more so like, maybe that's just, you know, normal process of the planet and what was supposed to be happening anyway. I don't know. I don't focus on all that. Nature is fine as far as I'm concerned, really. Nature seems to be upset. Mother Nature, you know, she's pissed. You can tell through the storms and whatnot. But that's the usual, you know. Add that to the our woes. The world is like a big dog and we're just fleas. Every now and then, every now and again, that dog gonna scratch. Right. Right, no, that, like, seriously though. When you pull back the scope in our existence to existence, bro, we hardly even a fucking grain of sand at the beach. And that's talking our planet. Our planet is nothing but a grain of sand at the beach. Bruh. There's one thing I do know, right? I mean, we done figured that much out. We may not have been able to go there, but we got science to the point of being able to see shit and navigate. And they found galaxies on mega galaxies on other mega galaxies and universes and more galaxies and more universes. Jesus. Switching to electric cars, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm an old school American. I don't want to drive nothing electric, man. Y'all can have that. That's all good. I need something with some vroom vroom and shit, some attitude under the hood. Just need to get rid of smokestack factories and coal. Well, I know that there's alternative resources, right? Energies to the energies that we're using. I know that. I'm aware of that. But now when you go there, that's where you have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. So unless these people, the coal, the gas, you know, so forth and so on, decide to give up their power or redirect their interest, they will always be in effect. That's a war. That's an actual business war that's going on. Fueled behind people that want, you know, that are about global awareness. That want less emissions and better resources, you know. to use. And I agree with that. But now again, you're telling, you know,
which I'd expect is probably going to happen, just based on what we know today. In Wisconsin, I believe there is an automatic recount.
telling gas businesses that they can't get money no more. We ain't gonna buy into that no more. We're shutting down. They're telling car industries that they have to switch their core of power source to electric.
And so we're close to that right now. So either way,
No, my friend.
Georgia, it's a half point.
That's not gonna go over so easy. Now, I believe it will happen in time, but I don't believe the time is now.
Now, in multiple states,
I could be wrong.
facing the year 2000 in Florida.
Right, and the first thing you have to do before you start talking
Laws,
about
etc. We had laws, burnt that out, and moved here.
that's when the
We need another planet.
is that, you know,
I was in Mexico City. The pollution was so bad there.
the question becomes
I've never been to Mexico. It's someplace so many people have been there. I haven't.
and that is
I swear to God. Jackpot, caught it. Missed it. Don't say nothing. Wait, no, look at the 3-7s. They're still yet again. Damn, we in there.
there was an automatic
We in the bonus round.
recount in Florida back in 2000, but then there became questions about
I've heard so many people I know. You ever been to Mexico?
voting votes.
Oh, yeah?
Those became the questions
I
in
haven't.
Florida, so it almost became like a round two of the.
But let me go get another Mexican beer.
That's what the risk is.
Need a
here
refill.
From a legal perspective, is that you get to that point as well.
Scary place, Mexico City, huh? Yeah, I've imagined that much. But for some, I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine myself there.
What the law says. The Supreme Court used that date in 2000 to stop the counting of votes.
I don't know how that actually would go over.
You can go past that deadline, and it just means that Congress will then decide whether or not the slate of electors you send is good or not. So
You said country and beer, said Mexican mafia will kidnap you.
as we look back at Bush versus Cole, is worth remembering if we're going to get into
Well, that's probably why, my instinctive
was an outlier in
intuition told me not to go.
a long history of law
They'll probably kidnap me.
contests, and it
Cut my head off or something like that.
overwhelmingly courts at the federal and state and Supreme Court level
And for what? Like I do.
the same principle. Keep counting. Keep counting.
American gringo.
Just in good faith under the law.
I don't know.
And if you can discern the
Mexico is a dirty fucking place.
stop the count.
And I've heard that.
3, 2, 1, and that is
Don't drink the water.
also said,
That's something I know.
precedent here.
Don't drink.
Don't follow what we did. Well,
Don't follow what we did. Don't drink the water.
where they said because of weird circumstances here, this case
Because of weird circumstances there, you can't drink the water. The water is not safe to drink in Mexico. Is that right?
hundreds of times in lower court.
Hey, George, can I just add one thing?
They got something in there. Their water, some coronavirus type shit.
Who's ahead at the end of the recount? Which I think is a very important point to make here.
Corrupt as fuck. And country and beer. In the light that you're showing up, welcome. Give me some beer. I'm out here in the country.
Point of view,
It can work.
court, you
A few guys at 7-Eleven
fighting to try to catch up.
wanted to shoot or beat me because I was speaking English.
You're ahead, so you can constantly be fighting
And you Canadian.
against additional recounts. And so where we land
Stay the fuck out of Mexico for real. Crazy motherfuckers.
numbers will become very important, even if it's razor thin close.
Simone.
Is razor thin close right now, John Carl. I guess that's appropriate to the year 2020.
It's unbelievable. It's totally appropriate to the
Yeah, a lot of people
at the end of this election night.
go because it's cheap. The American dollar
Possibly be coming down to
goes far there, right?
counts in multiple states, And in the case of Pennsylvania and Michigan, we may be
Trust me,
several
Mexico is
from
fucking
knowing
nuts.
Any kind of a decision.
any kind of
It's like a little
results that
Cuba.
we count from.
We're still awaiting results from more results coming in from Wisconsin, also coming in from Arizona. Nate Silver, before we go to the next break, are you getting any new information in that gives you a sense of where Wisconsin is going right now?
I mean, I think Joe Biden is in pretty decent shape. The outstanding votes in Brown County, my understanding is they're in Green Bay, which is a fairly purple to blue city, maybe not a lot of vote out in the suburbs.
Yeah, I don't.
Parts of that county. So look, this could wind up in
It doesn't jump out
reports about how many
to me as a vacation spot.
But, you know, they're
You know what I mean?
now, and I think they may have come in just far enough for Joe Biden to be.
I have no reason to go to Mexico.
Okay, Nate Silver, thanks very much. Rick,
I know enough plugs.
I'm having a
Some of them are Mexican.
Pennsylvania has a state legislature.
I don't need to go to Mexico.
Governor Democrat split in Wisconsin as well.
It is split, and it's another one of those states where the split actually contributed to the delay that we're seeing right now because Democrats, including the governor there, wanted to have a jump on this. But this is extraordinary to see the numbers roll in like this because Democrats I was talking to
I'll definitely take the advice on that and enjoy, you know.
numbers coming through. And again, it's because of the early
We were talking the irony in it. This happens to be
blueness of this part of the state that makes it
the second six-pack that I've had.
that are being counted very late right now. They're trending for Joe Biden.
Corona.
Thanks very much. We do have to take one more break.
During this entire quarantine, watch out for the coronavirus pandemic situation that we're all involved in.
Yes, mornings may look different these days, but where you start your day, where you spend your mornings, where you get connected to everything that's happening.
And face it, there's a whole lot happening in all
I think I went over the summer. The last one was over the summer. I didn't like right when it started. Oh shit, I'm gonna go get a pack of Corona. Nah.
and making sure you start your day off with a smile and some sunshine.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Oh, how I love saying that.
Not sure which is worse, Juarez or Mexico City. Like the politics right now, the lesser of two evils. Corona was $4 a six-pack there. So I see. Right, makes sense. Let's go to Mexico. Six packs are $4, bro. We just stay together, you know. Won't venture too far from the hotel. Yeah, I'm good on all that. That's like, let's go on vacation to Beirut, Pakistan. Because you know, they only charging $250 for a six-pack. So I was there 17 days. Seemed like Vietnam or some shit. It seemed like a tour in the military or something.
And we are back here at ABC News headquarters in New York, coming up on 5 a.m. We just saw this
The pyramids,
Wisconsin over
the Aztec, or the what is it? The Mayan?
came in from Milwaukee.
Was it the Aztec?
We're looking ahead to Michigan as well.
Which pyramids are there?
Similar perhaps in Detroit because there's an awful lot of vote outstanding.
The Aztec, right? Yeah, I forgot they got pyramids there. I really did. Mexico's been given a bad name. They were going for the pyramids, man. God damn. You know what? Hold on. Nah, you can get me to go to Mexico. Easy. Easy. Just, you know, throw me the pitch of the indifference of the price cost to go to Mexico versus going to Egypt.
About 5 a.m. here in the East.
Because, you know, I want to see some pyramids.
213 for Donald Trump. I'm actually going to go home and take a shower now before Good Morning America. I know many of you are going to be doing the same thing, but our coverage is going to continue here on ABC News. We're going to be joined by Mona Kozar Abdi and Kenneth Moulton. They're going to be anchoring their coverage straight through to
23 states won for Trump, 19 for Joe Biden, 225 electoral votes for Joe Biden, 213 for Trump.
Right now, live on ABC News, your voice, your vote, election night 2020. The breaking news at this hour.
I'm here to tell you tonight, we believe we're on track to win this election.
This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
The unexpected moments and the details just coming in from the presidential race.
We want the law to be used in a proper manner. So we'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list. Okay?
To the fight for
It's
the
3 o'clock in the morning. That's an hour away from what he said.
Grateful to live in a democratic republic where the people choose our representatives.
And the issues on the ballot, what matters most, what the voters are saying, group by group, state by state, coast to coast.
Going forward, we need to keep the economy steadfast.
Vote because you have a family, because you have a values, and because you want something for the future.
Our powerhouse political team with the key takeaways on this historic night, what we've learned and what's to come in the days and the weeks ahead. Votes are still being counted. Stepping in right now and saying, let's stop counting votes. That's just not the way the rules work.
It's your voice, your vote. Our all-night, all-morning coverage continues right now.
And there you have the update of what's going on. I had a girlfriend there.
Good morning, everyone. The race for the White
I
House
strayed for
is still
Christmas.
too close to call, but President Trump is already challenging the results.
Tooth.
Overnight, the president called the election a fraud and falsely claimed he won. But we're still awaiting results in several states, including the crucial
I didn't know. I
battlegrounds of Pennsylvania,
never seen
Michigan,
that.
and Wisconsin.
Former Vice President Joe Biden is currently
Tio
at
Tehuken?
225 electoral votes compared to 213
Tiat.
for the president.
Tiat
And
Tehuken?
Biden also has a slight lead in the popular
Pyramids.
vote.
Yep, Aztec built
He was optimistic about
in the year
winning, but
300.
The president is questioning the integrity of the
On
election
third.
and threatening to take his grievances to the Supreme Court.
ABC's Andrew Fajii starts us off.
Welcome back, Wasted.
Overnight, President Trump declared
UNLV.
the presidential
UNITY.
votes are still being
I know.
This is a fraud on the American public.
This is the first time I heard
This
this.
is an embarrassment
Hold
to
on.
our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election. So we'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop.
Earlier, President Trump
We
tweeted
want
a big
all
win. Then,
voting to
they're
stop.
trying to steal the election. We will never let them do it. Twitter then flagging that tweet as misleading. An optimistic Joe Biden speaking to supporters.
We believe we're on track to win this election.
Hey, that Crown Royal getting to you, man. I ain't even got the game no more.
We knew because of the unprecedented early vote and the mail-in vote that it's going to take a while.
The presidential election coming down to the major battleground states that may not be decided
In the
for
heat of
days.
almost play some GTA. Man.
President Trump winning in the delegate-rich state of Florida, his home state.
If anything, I'm going to play some Watch Dogs. You got that?
Like Miami did, Trump's bet on rural America paying off as his suburban supporters gave him a boost in North Carolina and Ohio.
The Biden people thought they're going to have to beat 2016 Donald Trump. And what they're now realizing tonight is he has grown his base. He has found voters that didn't vote in 2016 that are now voting for him in 2020.
A record voter turnout in Montana, long lines in Great Falls.
Got rid of it by default because motherfuckers was hating and got my account banned and shit. I had it digitally. It went with the account. Type shit.
I think it's going to come down to Pennsylvania. At the end of the day, I think if the president wins Pennsylvania, he's going to be reelected. And if he doesn't, he won't.
But election officials in the state are warning ballot counting is going slower than expected, according to ABC's
The Predator game,
Philadelphia.
I went with it.
They thought that we would have the majority of those mail-in ballots counted by Friday.
Blocked out from them
We
games.
just heard a little bit earlier tonight from the
Now, if you just said, yeah, play some Predator, all right, cool, yeah.
They originally thought that they were going to be
I can
looking
buy
at
Watch Dog.
1,000 ballots in
Yeah, you
hours.
can.
That's just
You
not
buy an
happening. They're
update
saying
game,
right now
man.
they're
Fuck.
doing about 10,000 per hour.
Also, a delay in counting ballots in Georgia.
GTA was here 7 years ago, bro. I'm not playing that today, bro.
And in the closely watched Senate races, majority Mitch McConnell winning.
Trust me, we have conversations about that game and others, and it doesn't win in my court.
And serving our Commonwealth for the next 6 years.
In South Carolina, Lindsey Graham holding on to his
Ninja.
seat after the red state emerged at the late toss-up.
I'll show you the limited edition fucking money bag. Right? They came with the joint. And like, we good. Like, this is, yo, bruh. I don't know what. This is like 8-year-old bag or some shit, man. It's crazy. It's classic now. She called him a xenophobic, religious bigot.
Also lost 2 seats in North Carolina.
It's not just about the quantity, it's about the quality of leadership that they provide for our country.
In the
This
meantime,
witch.
a surprising no-show for the election. A smaller number of
Never
young
mind, I
people
broke my
headed to the
mic.
polls than expected. The same percentage of people ages 18 to 49 voted this year compared to 2016 as America awaits a winner.
What's in quotations?
Still
Is it an 8?
high. Philadelphia
8 days left. Get yourself a new mic.
police closed off roads in a protected zone. And besides the president just speaking to the American people, the Trump campaign also sent out an email to supporters saying the quote fake news media
This is a new platform I'm headed out to.
refused to call the race. The Biden campaign releasing a statement.
Get the bag. Niggas want to get the bag. The bag. Oh, we got the bag. You late. Ben had the bag. Didn't even know it.
Andrew for GE there. Thank you.
With neither side able to claim victory this morning, the nation is waking up to a fresh day of uncertainty.
Joining us now is ABC News.
But like no cap, son. Like no cap whatsoever. Just had that whole conversation with my people, my inner circle. Like they be like, yo, damn, you know what I'm saying? You run through games. Yeah, that's what I do. And GTA is not a game I'm going back to, bro.
Certainly,
Not till they make a new one.
not only were the public polls wrong, Republican internal polls were wrong. We were a lot more worried about whether we were going to lose House seats, and now it looks like we gained them and gained some really good women that I worked with. So I was very happy to see those
Winning.
races go through. And then we also were
Oh,
very
they had it.
concerned about what was going to happen on the state
Last I saw,
level. And again, in Texas and Florida and Georgia.
Biden 50%, Trump 49.
Done very well in the state house, which
Somehow they got it right down to the number, like 1% in difference, 2% difference, you know, to the point of it making sense that your 2 cents matters. They got it down to a 2% difference, and you know, like 2% milk, and that's where it's at. Trump's claiming they bullshitting. He wants them to stop counting votes. They've been counting votes right up to the hour. It's 3 o'clock. I don't know what's going on. But I think I know what's going on. It seems like a special agenda. And it's a show that we're supposed to be watching. And look, we watching.
Clinton campaign, and after her loss in 2016,
You like Shooters Messiah? Yeah.
elected the Upper Midwest.
Shooters, campaigns, simulators. I like
Time on Monday in
a lot except like
advantage being a native of Scranton, but we're finding ourselves in a similar position where it's coming down to 3 Upper Midwest states.
Fortnite, Minecraft, Super Mario Kart, shit like that. Crash Bandicoot. I'm past all that. I'm not that type of game. I don't knock it, but I don't have it. So there was a time I was on my Super Mario, you know, shit. Never really crashed, but or games like that. I played Sonic and shit and all that. Alex a Kid. But these days, I like the serious simulators. Yeah. Like Dirt 5 is coming out in 2 days. That's that along with Cyborg. What is it? Cyberpunk 2020 or 20 whatever the fuck it is. Cyberpunk.
Well, I mean, I think we heard people like, Governor Chris Christie and other Republicans.
Some story shit. Probably pick up that Assassin's Creed. Yeah. Overall, Overall, video games I'm cool with.
From our Republican leadership, and I think calmer heads will prevail on that. I don't think
Trump get back and we're doomed.
paranoia, but I think the fact that we are
I'm a Battlefield guy, not a Call of Duty fan. Same here, but I play Call of Duty so much it's not a problem for me to play. But if you give me a choice, it's Battlefield all day. But now, Battlefield's been stuck on old Germany for the last 8 years, and I can go for some a refreshed gun, a refreshed scene, something along the lines of, I don't know, Hardline. Hardline 2 would do major sales. But they want to stay, on the China and Germany thing, so hey, I've been saying for years, if Battlefield would just step it up and do urban, it'd be in there.
And on that note, I want to ask Amanda.
You can still do the old school, bolt action guns and all that games. You can still do that. Just get the people what they want though. Realize why they're losing the race. They don't have the infrastructure there. Try Rainbow Six. No. I don't want to burst your bubble. I really don't. I don't. I might have to, but I don't want to. Just know that I'm probably gonna, but I don't want to. Right. How so? Rainbow Six. I would fully agree with you. If it was a fun experience to play these days. It's not. It's bullshit. It's, wait, what the fuck is this? You gotta be kidding me, right? I started with Rainbow, Broken Arrow, Ghost Recon, Summit Strike, Simulation. Now, it's everybody in a closed house, blowing through walls and watching and then this and that. It's weird. The graphics are all out of play. I think it's the Rainbow Six community's need for wanting to play the game that's kept it alive. But after they showed me that Las Vegas 2 was nothing but download content, I realized what was going on. And I got mad with Tom Clancy and Ubisoft on that side of the department of things. And we all Ghost Recon. They messed that up too, though. But the Rainbow Six they got now, that shit is just straight multiplayer. It's not even a campaign.
What do you wish you could tell your pre-White House self?
And we was just having that conversation the other day. Developers that come out with just multiplayer. That's it. No campaign. They try to make they don't market well Battlefield. Yeah. It's not even really that they don't market well. They're not making the games that they need to make. It's like, no, we're gonna stay old school. Right, that's not what shooters want. It's not what we want. Modern Warfare is what rivaled them. And Call of Duty started out just like Battlefield. Call of Duty Big Red had a tank in it, had a motorcycle in it, and a Jeep that you could drive around on the battlefield. Big map. Nothing like Battlefield, but, then they took that away. Then they just kept it players. Then they brought back vehicles that you can control through remote. Okay, I'm calling in the C-130. They did different things for the shooters. It got very fucking cheesy. And, people have been waiting forever for real for Battlefield to answer back. I think. Just as a hardcore Battlefield fan over here. Way before we met. Years before we met. It's been a whole 14 years. At least. People could put in practice to play Ghost Recon back in the days, you know, Battlefield, Call of Duty. You just had to watch a YouTube video and find out where the cheese was, how to throw a grenade across the map and shit. What's the best sniping spots on the map, bro?
Ian, good morning. Have to ask you, what's the reaction from the world? Yeah, good morning, guys. Well, I can tell you the world is watching, the world is waiting, and collectively holding.
Yeah, Ubisoft been lacking. They've been lacking because they's happy getting bread, so they started to, you know, cut back on detail and shit, and just started throwing shit out there. Y'all ain't gonna want to hear it. The Division is garbage. Oh yeah, no, it's made it to its third series. I know, right? Yeah, I had it. Garbage.
Why does that matter? Well, Joe Biden, President Biden, says that he will go back into the Paris Accords if he becomes president. And of course, we know that President Trump wanted to withdraw. That's why it matters. It matters to climate change.
You ain't never ran so much through a damn campaign and a map. How you in a city? We in cities, you ain't got no vehicle transportation. I'll start and end right there. Numbers flying out the character and whatnot. Come on, bruh. We can do better than this. But since they gave it to people and you know, it built and really because they starved everyone out, so therefore anything that gets put out there gets a following damn near for sure, because you know people are hungry then. What you got? But what's, you know, been given up in these latter years, I'm not impressed. I said that just the other day. Yeah, it looks good. It's supposed to. Processors are up. CPU's up. The graphic card is up. All that. Oh, that's nice. That's great. These guys got real lacks. Just with putting colors out. Oh, now that we have so much more colors we can use, things are gonna have that much more detail, and they do. In some cases, in a lot of cases, but then go ahead and check the narrative and the storyline and what's really going on in multiplayer. Oh man, it's hogwash. It's just slapped together real quick, you know, the little basic format that we've been running forever now. Ain't nothing special. Star Wars Battlefront was meh. It was fun for a moment, but it really didn't hold the shooter's attention. But do they have a following? Hell yeah, there's people playing it right now. I've been done with that game. To send me an invite to it is gonna cause laughter. You want to play stuff? Jesus Christ, bro. That was like 3 years ago. You know, we go to the museum, we go to the museum. Alright, we see what's there. Cool. We don't do revisits. I'm not going back to the museum. I'm pretty sure there's some shit I missed. And that's alright though. Welcome back on this dying controller. Oh, really?
ABC News political director Rick Klein now. Rick, I'm curious, what's your take, sir? What a wild night that ends, or it actually doesn't even end, a wild election year. I mean, we stand here on the morning after the election,
knowing that there are several states that are just too close to call. The margin's so tight, we could be heading to multiple recounts. We have the President of the United States basically saying he's already won. We've got Joe Biden saying, calm down, wait to count the votes. And we sit here knowing that the results in states including Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Nevada, Georgia, North Carolina, all just too close to call right now. Some of those states could be headed to recounts. We could be talking about multiple legal challenges. Just in the last couple of minutes, we saw Joe Biden surge to a lead in Wisconsin as a new batch of votes were counted. We're still waiting on complete votes out of Michigan, Georgia, among other states. So it has just been a crazy series of twists and turns. An election night like none other. And again, one that's not actually ending with election night itself.
And Rick, regardless of who wins this election, what does it tell us about the state of this country that it is this close?
Yeah, these are bitter divisions, and I think you see it. You see it in our exit polls. You see it in interviews with voters. People feel like it's not just the presidency, but American democracy itself, the state of the fate of the country on the line in this election. And to see the close margins in so many states tells you that you're talking about neighbors, families that are so deeply split. We know that there are a couple of states that have flipped, but they're just at the absolute razor's edge. And there was some talk that tonight would be a very clean, decisive victory, one candidate to the other, and you'd be able to walk away with something approaching unity. That is not in the prescription. Not with the president now saying that there's some kind of illegitimacy to a potential loss in some critical states. Not with the potential for these legal challenges. We are headed for more divisions and actually probably a pretty dangerous period for the country.
And when it comes to the president,
I
think
agree.
a lot of people are surprised this morning that it appears that he grew his base. We knew that to possibly have a winning path, that the president would have to grow that base over the past 4 years or so. And now we see after this morning, after the election day, that the president grew in key areas of Florida, North Carolina, Texas. Biden doing well in urban areas, but Trump also turning out first-time Republican voters.
Yeah, one of the legitimate surprises of this election, it was the fact that it wasn't just Joe Biden bringing people out, Democrats who were energized to vote against Donald Trump. We knew the Trump base would be excited, but there were a lot of first-time voters in lots of places, and almost man for man, woman for woman, person for person, you saw the Trump forces match Biden, and that's what kept this close, because we knew about the energy against him. And there weren't a lot of people that voted for Hillary Clinton 4 years ago that turned to Donald Trump, but there were a lot of people that may have quietly supported Donald Trump that stayed on the sidelines. And the Trump campaign, to its credit, has spent 4 years trying to activate those people. I was among those that was skeptical and didn't think that it was really living up to the hype, but they delivered in more states than not. You saw that in a resounding, what will be a resounding victory for a close state in Florida, and the fact that they were able to keep it as close as they have in states like Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. All of that is a testament to the ability for Donald Trump to get his base out.
All right, Rick Klein, our ABC News political director there. Rick, thank you for all the work you've been doing. And guess what? You're not done, sir. Election day turned into election week, weeks, possibly months. So thank you again.
I knew it was never going to end. I knew it from the beginning.
You called it. You did call it. I will say that. Thank you, Rick. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We head to Arizona next.
Depends on what you're asking about. If you were talking about here on the stream, my controller died, that's all. I had to reset it. I had to switch it to my other controller. If you're asking what happened here, seems to me that the vote, the electoral presidential vote has been put on pause. They're finna take it to court. This is turned into a court case, not who won. They're finna go to court behind it, so that's interesting. in one race it has him ahead, and another he's behind. And vice versa for Trump. In one he's ahead, and in the other he's behind.
Watch ABC News on location for Facebook Watch. ABC News, America's #1 news source. Straightforward news, straight to the heart of the story. ABC News, straightforward. And download the app now and sign up to get important breaking news alerts wherever you are.
Breaking news, context, analysis.
And no shouting. The time is now.
So, I guess in short, there's been no agreement. All bets are off. They're not. I mean, he's the president.
Vote coverage to an overwhelmingly extent. Blue states stay blue in this election, and red states stay red.
One state that flipped from red to blue is Arizona. ABC's Whit Johnson is there.
Mona and Kenneth, it's been a long night here in the state of Arizona, much like it has across the country. Votes are still being counted here, although at the moment Joe Biden maintains that lead, that slight lead over Donald Trump in what is traditionally been
Votes are still being counted.
But this is a state that is shifting demographics, a growing Latino population. Maricopa County specifically has grown in population by more than 600,000 people in just the last 10 years. And that is the state that we're focused on right now because there are still some outstanding ballots. Most of these are absentee ballots, people who actually drop them off in person today at the polls or over the weekend. And the number of those ballots could total several 100,000. And they're not going to even start counting those until later this morning and into the day today. So that's something that we still need to watch. However, Democrats remain confident in the Senate race as well, which is a big one for the Democrats. Mark Kelly right now maintaining his lead over Martha McSally, the Republican who was appointed to the role after John McCain passed away. So again, still some votes to be counted here, but this really tells the story of how so much has changed here in the state of Arizona over the years. I mentioned the Latino population makes up 30% of the vote here in Arizona, and also people who are moving to Arizona from other states like California. Things are changing, and we've spoken to a number of voters with that independent spirit. Arizona is known for that. The independents make up about 1/3 of the vote here in Arizona, and that could be enough to make the difference here
Biden
tonight.
takes it.
Although
After
we're still going
Trump's
to have to wait a little
4
bit
years,
longer
I'm not
for
sure
that
how
final
Biden
result. Mona, Kenneth?
All right,
has
Wade
won
Johnson there
already.
in Arizona. Thank you for that breakdown. We appreciate it. And while results continue to trickle in this morning, there's a lot still up in the air.
But one thing we know for sure, enthusiasm in the polls has never been higher than it was on Election Day 2020. Here's ABC's Will Gans.
A dance party at 8:04 a.m. on Election Day.
Dance
Voters
in the
fired up
streets.
bright and early in Hyde Park, Massachusetts. Similar scenes in Columbus, Ohio, and in Philadelphia. A nonpartisan group called Joy to the Polls, bringing just that. Their goal, to make voting a celebration. And across the country, voters sharing pics of their prized I Voted stickers. In LA, they come with Lakers and Kings logos. In Georgia, a peach. In Michigan, females front and center following the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment. Stickers only a small part of voters' Election Day outfits. The stars, the stripes, and the bunny costumes? This first-time voter in Kentucky not throwing away his shot to dress as Alexander Hamilton. From Pacific to Atlantic, in New York City, voters under a red, white, and blue Empire State Building.
We need to bring back the unity in America. It's the United States of America. We need to show unity.
Voten por el mejor. Vote for the best.
Delia Garces has this voting thing down. At 107 years old, she's been doing it for decades and still insists on doing it in person.
She's actually the backbone of our family, and she's the one that has encouraged us to always do the right thing.
The petite political powerhouse has never missed a presidential election. Doing the right thing.
You said Obama, Clinton was your favorite too, and you hoped for Gore?
Great grandkids. Yeah, that's 6 generations. The importance of making your voice heard. The same example Miss Lily Mae Marshall is setting for her family halfway across the country in Kansas.
You vote because you want the person that's going to look out for us the future for you, your family, other people's family, and not have self.
At 100 years old, she's voted in 20 presidential elections so far.
Americans of all ages, all backgrounds, coming out, wanting their voices heard in this unprecedented election.
And the votes are still being counted.
They really are. 238, Biden, 213, Trump. Our nonstop election coverage continues here on ABC.
Much to be said about that.
Your voice, your vote. Election night 2020. A night for history.
I'm here to tell you tonight, we believe we're on track to win this election.
This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
Unexpected moments.
We want all voting.
Yeah, no, I peeped that.
We don't want them to find any
As far as how Canada treated, I mean, even with what you explained to me,
Crunching the numbers as they come
you know,
Analyzing
with that, the indifferences and whatnot, you guys worked it out as far as
Whatever he said just now, it was bizarre.
coronavirus situation. What happened, man?
Politically stupid.
This is not law.
Okay, okay.
Politics. This is an attempt to end the
I thought them boys,
legitimately so that he can maintain power.
they trying to keep us at divide on these political times. Dead ass, you know, I thought that. I was like, hold on, wait, wow.
The surprises, the hopes, and the disappointments.
They ain't even say nothing. They ain't even do nothing.
Taxes, energy, climate, the military, the markets.
All eyes on the Electoral College, the path to 270.
Yeah. Ninja said all votes is off. We going to court.
Your vote, our all-night, all-morning coverage continues right now on ABC's America This Morning.
Trump threw a flag on. He threw a flag on the field, man. Threw the yellow flag on the field. Call on the play, man. Nah, we have to review the play.
Is too close to call, but President Trump is falsely claiming victory and blasting the election as a fraud. Former Vice President Joe Biden is currently leading in popular and electoral votes as we await results from the crucial battleground states of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin.
But the president now wants officials to stop counting so the Supreme Court could intervene. The Biden campaign fired back, accusing the president of trying to strip Americans of their voice. ABC's Faith Abube has the latest.
Overnight, former Vice President Joe Biden in Wilmington, Delaware, energizing a car rally of supporters.
We believe we're on track to win this election.
Biden so far performing as expected as the vote counts roll in across the country.
And it ain't over till every vote is counted. Every ballot is counted. But we're feeling good. We're feeling good about where we are.
The former vice president boosted by
We had a new COVID case. We had new COVID cases down to 7 to 9 a day because we locked down early.
Biden now leading in Arizona.
The state of Florida is 29.
Yeah, Canada handled it properly.
Trump winning the biggest prize so far, taking all of Florida's 29 electoral votes and performing well.
Well, your government did, and y'all complied, I guess so.
In an early morning speech, falsely claiming he won the race.
This is a fraud on the American public. Frankly, we did win this election.
The president also heading to social media, and Twitter slapping a warning label on his tweet after he wrote in part, "We're up big, but they're trying to steal the election." Right now, the cliffhanger appears to be in the Rust Belt states of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and
Twitter said, "No, you can't say that."
battlegrounds that could decide who wins the White House. Wisconsin officials telling ABC News they expect statewide results as early as today. With votes cast and nothing else to help the race, thousands of anxious voters gathering in D.C.'s Black Lives Matter Plaza as the nation waits for final results.
All right, Faith Abube there reporting. Thank you. And Democrats were banking on big blue.
Oh, well, I guess the country seems calm. No riots and shit, huh?
This morning, with Republicans managing to eke out victories in some hotly contested races. ABC's Doreen Shaw has more.
This morning, Republicans in an all-out fight to hold their majority in the Senate.
We can say now that Mitch McConnell in the state of Kentucky has been reelected to the Senate.
They paid $2,000 a month to stay home. Yeah, I know that. I was gonna say that. And it's been what, 7 months?
Kentucky.
14 racks. Y'all good.
Defeat this virus.
We seen $1,200.
My opponent ran a spirited race. He stood up for her views and won a lot of votes.
And depending on who you are, what with it, kind of like that 14 racks as well, though.
Although we didn't get the result we wanted, the energy and optimism I saw in every corner of the state gives me so much hope for the future of our great Commonwealth.
In South Carolina, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham holding on to his Senate seat. Recent polls showing Democratic challenger Jamie Harrison in a virtual tie with Graham after Harrison raised more than $100 million in his campaign.
You know, Senator Graham and I may have our differences, but I hope he will maintain the spirit of cooperation he's known for while we take a step forward.
Here's the message I got. People like what I'm doing, and I'm going to
Yeah,
keep doing it.
we get all that.
South Carolina voters overlooking the criticism Graham faced during the confirmation of Supreme
Remember the
Court
black lady who
Justice Amy
painted
Coney
over
Barrett.
Black Lives Matter mural in New York City?
In an election year.
I remember
the last year of President Trump's term.
something of that nature happening. I didn't know there was a black lady that did it.
We'll wait till the next election.
But what? What's going on with that?
Good chance of being the
You're on the record.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold the tape.
In the meantime, the Democrats losing a Senate seat in Alabama after former Auburn football coach Tommy Tuberville defeated incumbent Democrat Doug Jones. In North Carolina, Senator Tom Tillis in a close race overnight against Democratic challenger Cal Cunningham, who stressed his service
Beverly
in the Iraq
Betty,
War
she
and
got
as a U.S. Army Reserve
ambushed
officer. But
and
in the final
stabbed
weeks
in
of his
D.C.
campaign,
tonight.
Cunningham admitted to sending
Whoa.
suggestive text messages to a political strategist who is not his wife. The Democrats' first flip of the night coming in Colorado. Republican incumbent Cory Gardner losing his seat to Democrat John Hickenlooper, the former Colorado governor and 2020 presidential candidate.
Clearly, people are saying it's time to turn the page. It's time for a different approach.
We are also learning incumbent Republican Senator Joni Ernst won in Iowa. Incumbent Republican Senator Steve Daines won in Montana. In Georgia, a special election Senate race will advance
I didn't know that.
to a runoff between Republican Kelly
That's
Loeffler
fucked up.
and Democrat Raphael Warnock. And in Arizona, for the late John
Now, see, that's a clear case of what we were talking about before with the Trump supporters driving, after the Biden tour bus or whatever. They didn't do anything. That shit is different. Should be okay. This is it on YouTube. Yeah, I'm finna check.
Surprises for you this morning.
I think we would have liked to see an earlier evening. Certainly would like to have some answers now. But at the end of the day started off with Biden's campaign team said, listen, we've got to keep the blue wall. Keep that in mind as we go through the day. I would have liked to see some of these Senate races turn. We didn't see that. So quite a few surprises in terms of Trump bringing out new voters to really match what Biden's team did in early vote and really the energy that we saw out there. And so there's going to be a lot of news out there, a lot of data that we're going to be looking through, but certainly not exactly where we had hoped to be tonight. But there's still more to see in this election.
And Mike, the president ran on a law and order message, and seeing tonight that he was not only able to solidify his base but also expand it. What does this mean for this country?
It means that our country has more healing to do, Mona. There's more reconciliation. I believe that people are waking up to it this morning. Some may be shocked and some may be surprised, but it's time that we deal with the reality of that. For some individuals, them holding the party line, holding the
I'm on her page.
the Republican Party mattered more than
I guess her page isn't gonna have
Americans feel about race dynamics, white supremacy, how
her
they feel
situation.
about law and order. And so I think some may be in shock with that, but I think at the end of the day, it just means that we have so much more work to do. I don't think we can get comfortable and rest on our laurels that change should be immediate. I think it's going to be a work in progress, and it's going to be a marathon and not a sprint. And lots of conversations will be had today, tomorrow, and into the weekend.
And Mike, to elaborate a little bit more on that, with the fact that we had so many issues impacting so many Americans during this crazy year of 2020, the pandemic coronavirus impacting communities from coast to coast. We also have racial.
Here, your four best friends are Asian, black, white, East Indian.
Would really make people enthusiastic.
No audio on the one I saw.
That would really have a big blue wave that will come across this country, but that's not exactly what we're seeing
There's
right now.
racism, but it's not like USA.
It's not.
Yeah, I know that.
Ken, you asked a question about
Told me last time.
you. And for me, nothing surprised
Ambushed and stabbed in Washington, D.C.
We have to realize that there are two different ways that
There's audio on this.
people seeing America. Some people see America as in trouble with COVID-19 and our federal response to it. But there's another side of America who wanted more, federal response. They wanted more aid and assistance. They wanted more of a lockdown.
Which one is that?
A mandate for social distancing and a national mandate for mask wearing. But then you have another group of Americans who just as equally part want stores to be
Somebody
open.
got stabbed.
They want the restaurants to be open. They want the nightlife to resume. They want airline traffic to continue and the hotel industry to boom. A lot of people feel like their liberties have been shut out and have been shunned. And so you're seeing two different types of vote, Kenneth and Mona. One, you see the vote of like wanting this newness, more to get control of COVID-19, and then another part you see less regulations. But then you have two Americas too as well. One who are completely bothered. Another America who is anxious about
somebody
their
leaking.
lives mattering, about feeling comfortable walking out in front of their
Yeah, that's what I got.
driving while black, not being harassed, knowing you'll get fair and just treatment when you engage with police officers. But then you have another group of Americans who think that there needs to be more law and order, that there is too much lawlessness, and that sometimes justice isn't served enough. And so I think you had two different people going to the polls today with that in mind. And I think people forgot that. I think people thought that there was this hope, right? And that's a good thing, though, Ken Mona. People still believe in the American ideal. They still believe in who she is and what we could become as a perfect union. But in reality, I don't know if we're there yet. 2016 proved one thing. Pandora's box has been opened, and now there's a normalization of anxiety.
Yeah, that dude, he stabbed.
Supremacy that is being had, and there's a normalization of really hostile dynamics between community and police that is becoming normal, and we can't let that happen too much. That's why we have to be honest in these conversations, ignore the polls, and start being comfortable.
So it's gotten to the. So what we have here
Bring up some really great points. Mike Muse, Mandarin
is
Coming up, how Wall Street is reacting.
black on black crime.
Stay with us.
Like, that's nothing new, but black on black crime in 2020 over politics. That's something new.
President Trump meeting face to face with one of the world's most brutal dictators, Kim Jong-un.
They just stabbed her multiple times. And she's still standing. I mean, for what I watched, I saw enough.
No, everyone seems to the idea of lock her up doesn't apply to you.
How strange is it for you to compare the president to a mob boss? Very strange.
Now, I don't know who said it earlier, but we were at the point. We as people got a long way to go. Doesn't matter who's. That's what was said. Doesn't matter who wins it, whatever.
Good evening tonight from Washington.
We as a people have a long way to go.
We all need someone who'll pull no punches and give it to us straight. No bull, no spin. Now imagine getting your news like that. Just give it to me straight.
So, I want to talk about bullying a vehicle off the highway versus, a female getting stabbed up in the streets. Now that, that draws attention.
Time is of the essence.
You can see the ship behind me.
The first time tests have been done here.
Morning, afternoon, evening, late night, 24/7. ABC News, there for you.
What's the most innovative daily news podcast out there to listen to every day? Well, the Edwin R. Murrow Awards say it's Start Here, the daily news podcast.
I went to Mexico so weird because everyone was Mexican. I wasn't used to that. Were you expecting something different? Maybe because, yeah, in Canada you have the entire Asian thing, so a population thing that you explained to me, so you might have been expecting something different. I don't know.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2020 election. Earlier this morning, immediately after President Trump spoke at the White House, Facebook took action.
They started running notifications both on Facebook and Instagram saying that votes are still being counted and a winner has not been projected. The president's speech had an immediate impact on the markets.
ABC's Rebecca Jarvis explains.
Stock futures, which are an indicator of where the market might trade when it opens tomorrow, had been bouncing around throughout the night. They were up a little bit. They were flat going into President Trump's speech. Now they are down more than 400 points. And what Wall Street was looking for tonight was this decisive victory, some sort of closure. And many veterans on Wall Street told me they weren't even necessarily concerned with who would be the winner, but that there was a decisive victory. But this closure that we clearly are not going to have for an extended period of time now, that is the uncertainty that weighs on the market. We've seen it weigh on the market for political reasons, because of the pandemic, because of the economy. And without having closure here, it's not just a matter of what may happen inside America as we wait for these results, but also what happens to businesses. Businesses make plans.
Yeah, that was 1 hour ago.
Whoever is in office, and they make choices about how they're going to hire, where they're going to spend money. And what I've been hearing from a number of CEOs and founders of companies, including small businesses,
It's only got 154 views at this point.
Sense of who is going to be in that office. They have to delay big decision making, and the longer they delay that decision making, especially in an economy like this one where unemployment is 7.9%, 12.6 million Americans are out of work, 22.7 million Americans are on some form of unemployment benefits, and almost 8 million people have slipped into poverty in the last handful of months. These are really significant. That time delay, it becomes a more significant and pressing issue. Not to say that they're looking for an answer without having.
Yeah, the one you saw without volume, that one has 202,000 views. No, wait, no, that's 4 years ago. Ambush knife attack caught on camera. The other one is 81 views. $396 views. There's only 3 videos. Let's see this one.
Your mom said, comb your hair. Your dad told you, smart mouth.
And this one got video. I mean audio.
And your best friend just called you crazy. We all need someone who'll pull no punches and give it to us straight. Now imagine getting your news like that. No bull, no spin. Just give it to us straight. Straightforward news. Straight to the heart of the story.
Yeah, now this. I'm watching the second one, and this one has audio as well.
But where you start your day, where you spend your mornings, where you get connected to everything that's happening.
And face it, there's a whole lot happening in our world these days.
Where you get all the breaking new information of the day to help you navigate through these times. That's why we're here.
Good morning,
And making sure you start your day off with a smile and some sunshine.
I got him on camera.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Oh, how I love saying that.
You're on the ground. You're off. 18,000.
Hey, Jeremy, get back over here. Jeremy, don't go over there by yourself. Jeremy, no. Shit, you guys. Okay, we just got jumped by Black Lives Matter, and they just stabbed over the knee. You guys, get out there. You stabbed or punched? Oh my God, you got tons of blood coming out of your neck. Okay, hey.
Whoa.
Hey, we need an ambulance. He's bleeding from his neck, like right now.
current state of the race, as we look at the map, you see there Joe Biden at 225 electoral votes for president. 213, 23 states won by the president, 19 states for Biden, but we still see some states there not been called as we wait for more results to come in, and many variables are factoring in.
Man, son leaking from his neck, heavy, like.
Earlier, ABC News powerhouse
That shit graphic.
So you have to count the votes and recount the votes, right? That's when the fights really start. Is that, you know, getting a recount typically isn't that hard. The question becomes, how long does it take? When does it stop? Etc. And that is exactly, as you point out, what happened in Florida, because the question there became, how much recounting do you do?
Yeah, we get cold weather now. We had good weather today, though.
But then there became questions about
It was like 9 degrees earlier this week.
overcounting votes. Those became the questions in Florida, so it almost became like a round two of the...
Yeah, the dude in the trench coat, he was leaking from his neck.
The risk is here, from the legal perspective, is that you get to that point as well. I think Terry wanted to...
Terry, I want to bring you in because the clock starts ticking. Actually, it's ticking right now. The Electoral College is slated to meet, I think, on December 14th. And that means the states have to be prepared to send their electors, usually it's called that safe harbor period, a week before. You could start bumping up against that if you have extensive recounts and legal challenges.
That's right. There's been talk since Bush versus Gore that structure, which was from a 19th century federal law, is just too short for the recounting that you'd have to do in the states that we're talking about in a country this size, especially we're going to do several of them. But that December 8th date is that safe harbor date. The governors of states have to certify a slate of electors to Congress, and then Congress, if they're in by that deadline, must accept those electors as legitimate. They might have some wiggle room, but basically that's what the law says. The Supreme Court used that date in 2000 to stop the counting of votes in Florida. Now, you can go past that deadline, and it just means that Congress will then decide whether or not the slate of electors you say is good or not. So, tick, 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 the clock is ticking.
I think as a legal matter, it also becomes important who's ahead at the end of the recount, which I think is a very important point to make here. You can argue that, you know, well, wait a second, there may be additional votes to count, etc. But from a perception point of view, when you go to court, you don't want to be the one who's fighting to try to catch up. You want to be the one who's starting from the point where you're ahead, so you can constantly be fighting against additional recounts. And so where we land at the end of whatever the first recount is in terms of the numbers will become very important, even if it's razor thin close.
And it is razor thin close right now. John Carl, I guess that's appropriate to the year 2020.
It's unbelievable. It's totally appropriate to the year 2020. And here we are at the end of this election night, looking at a race that is as close as it can possibly be, coming down to possibly recounts in multiple states. And in the case of Pennsylvania and Michigan, we may be several days out from knowing
any kind of a decision
and any kind of a result to have a recount from.
Our news, our Powerhouse Political Roundtable, they work into the wee hours of the morning.
Yes, and they will continue this morning.
And so will our coverage. Stay with us.
Yes, mornings may look different these days, but where you start your day, where you spend your mornings, where you get connected to everything that's happening.
And face it, there's a whole lot happening in our world these days.
Where you get all the breaking new information of the day to help you navigate through these times. That's why we're here.
Good morning, sunshine.
And making sure you start your day off with a smile and some sunshine.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Oh, how I love saying that.
What's the most innovative daily news podcast out there to listen to every day? Well, the Edward R. Murrow Awards say it's Start Here, the daily news podcast from ABC News. Even the New York Times calls us a top news podcast worth listening to. So if you like getting behind the biggest news stories of the day, inside all the details,
I look at it like this.
what will happen next, then listen to Start Here, the daily news podcast from ABC News.
As they tell it, there will be no resolve to it till probably like, Friday. Because there's going to be a whole thing going on today. And if they got to do recounts and whatnot, yeah, that definitely plays out all the way to Friday. So, and if he's talking about taking it to the Supreme Court or whatever the case, then that's way beyond Friday. So, everything's on pause, man. Everything, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Watch ABC News on location for Facebook Watch. ABC News, America's #1 news source. Straightforward news, straight to the heart of the story. ABC News, straightforward. And download the app now and sign up to get important breaking news alerts wherever you are.
Breaking news, context, analysis, and no shouting.
He said, and no shouting. Somebody I know posted, I survived 24 hours watching election results. Yeah. Finna do the same. Well, actually, I think I'm just gonna get some more of the Watch Dogs in because I'm trying to finish the game, but and give this a break. I'm high as hell. I'm good. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. I mean, again, end result is we don't know. So. You're going to have to wait. You're going to have to be patient. And just add that to the list of things we've been patient with. And, shit, hey. 242 early on the way out. Because this and then, you know, what I just saw in addition to shit that's going to happen and shit that I told you about. This is going to be a very crazy week. So, you know, prepare for that. But, hey, yet again, another stream, another, you know, cool time in the frame. Nobody got a tall glass to shut the fuck up. We all good. Much respect around the boards. And we out. I'm off to bed too. Yeah. Alright then. Alexander, Elder Yaja, and everyone else that showed up. Wasted. So forth and so on. Catch you on the next one. You know, the future of America to be continued. Stay safe, stay smart, stay up. Peace.